If you had one shot or one opportunity to seize everything you ever wanted in one moment, would you capture it or just let it slip? Yo.
My life be like, yeah. My life be like,
What's up, guys? T-Croc here. Welcome to the vlog. This will be part 2 of the autocross series. This was actually in the comments as a suggestion of a video I should do about how to read the course. So I'm gonna try to basically break down one of the maps that I actually raced on, and I'll break it down with the map, and then I'll do an InCar and kind of point out things and how to read the cones. So before I actually get to the map, I will talk about the cones. It's very simple. It's not hard to understand, but there's just a few things that people should know. So one style of cone you'll see is one standing, and then they'll have one laying down. The one that is like wherever the pointer is, for example, this cone right here is pointing to the right, so you are going to go around the right side of this cone. If you go around the left side, it will be off course and be a DNF. And then sometimes you'll see these cones where it's 3 laying down. Those are basically directional cones, and they're just saying, hey, you need to go this way on the course. Another good thing to mention is it is okay to hit cones, but if you knock a cone down, it's a 2-second penalty. If it's knocked out of the box, 2-second penalty. If you bump the cone and it still stays within the box, or let's say it's still touching the box, then you are okay and you will not be penalized for that 2 seconds. So now on to the course. Now this was an old course. I think it was called like the Ninja Squirrel course. The best thing about autocross is that you're not going to be racing the same course time after time. But at this venue, it's so small, so you basically double back on the same course, and usually there's some kind of notation to tell you which direction to go. And these venues are pretty good at releasing the map early, so you can look at it, print it out, and when you actually come to the venue, you can have it already printed out and you can walk the course. So you kind of get a general idea looking at the paper, and then actually when you get to the venue, walk the course multiple times so you can understand and you won't get lost on these double back courses. So I'm going to try something different. I actually pulled the map up on my phone, and right now it's screen recording. So I just want to point out a couple of things that you probably couldn't see when I put the map on the video. So here's the start beam. As soon as you pass that, that's when your time is. Your car will be right here. So kind of line it up and then gun it right there. And then you can get up to speed and start your time. One new thing is it might be on your venue, it might not. There's usually a sound decibel meter right there. So straight pipe guys, anybody who doesn't have a cat or anything like that, if I think you break 100 dBs, they will stop your run and tell you to quiet your car down. So I'm just going to trace how it's going to go. So you're going to go right here, go through the start beam. You're going to go straight. You're going to go through these directional cones, and you see how they're pointing. So basically you're going to go this way, loop it around to the Chicago box, keep going. Oh, sorry. Keep going. And this is where you double back. Well, when I say read the map multiple times, go through this little slalom, and the finish beam is right here. So there's going to be worker stations here, and probably one in the middle. Those worker stations are basically, if you hit a cone, they go out there and pick it up for you. And let me get rid of all the lines. Sometimes they're good about like just leaving little notations, and you can see them right here, kind of like hints and tips of how you can do this better or faster. And with this map, because there's like a lot of broken concrete at this venue, they actually put it out and show you where it's at. So there's like a little bit broken concrete here. So they try to avoid that on the maps. So that's Ninja Squirrel. Like I said, it's not a confusing map, but once you get to the start, like right here, it's just multiple cones. And if you didn't read the map, you wouldn't know which way to go. One thing I did not cover is the finish beam, which is right here. There's gonna be probably like a lot of cones. This will be like your breakdown to slow the car down. And then when you come around, there's usually a guy that will print out your time slip, and then you can go back into the paddock and get back into grid. So as soon as you go through the start beam, I mean, not start beam, the finish beam, get the car down to like parking lot speed, really slow, and then come and get your time. So now I'm going to do in-car video. I'm going to probably be pausing it and then pointing out some things, and then I'll play it. And then at the end, very end, I'll just play it straight up with no pauses so you can see how I navigate through the course. So right now you can see a pointer cone and it's pointing to the left. So I'm going to start by going to the left. So I call these gates. They're not directional or anything like that, so you just go straight through the middle. Sorry for the pause, but you can see that there's directional cones pointing to a gate, and obviously it looks like where I'm going, but a lot of people on this course who didn't read the map were going left and right and not going the right way. So this is why it's important to walk the course and look at the map. Coming up on a left directional cone. So I kind of let it play so you guys can basically see how fast the cones are coming. But after that Chicago box, look where we're at. It's kind of split. You see directional cones going to the right and you see directional cones going to the left. But like I said earlier, if you read the map, you know exactly where to go. So we're coming up to the end. This is where the finish beam is at. This is a rule of thumb that the club that I race with, if you hit the finish beam, it is a DNF, and probably everybody is going to hate you because that equipment is so fragile. I do know that we put like these steel blocks around them, so if you do hit it, you're probably going to mess up your car as well. So just make sure you come at a nice controlled speed. So this is a run with no breaks, no pauses, interruptions, or anything like that. And this will just give you a good general idea of how fast the cones are coming. My word of advice is look ahead and don't focus on one cone. Just look at 2 cones ahead and remember the map in your head and you'll do fine. So that's it, guys. Like I said, the course might look very intimidating because there's just so many cones, but once you actually look at the map and kind of understand the directions, everything, it's really simple to navigate a course. Um, some courses, like the one that I the venue that I race at, like I said, it double backs a lot, but if the venue's a lot bigger, I've been in some that don't double back, and I didn't cover salams on this, but just it's basically the same thing. Wherever the directional cone is pointing, that's where you start, and then after that you go to the other side and to the other side like a salam. So that's one thing that I didn't cover because unfortunately that event did not have a salam in it. But like I said, it's self-explanatory. It's super easy to do. So I hope this helps a lot of people not feel intimidated by the course. And I do believe I'm gonna be making a few more videos. And I'll probably, like, once we start doing some autocrossing, I'll probably break down my own videos and just show you how to get faster in certain parts and just how to utilize the course and stuff like that. Um, all the courses, each league is different, so some actually like chalk out the course so you won't get confused. Unfortunately, the one that I did, they didn't chalk it out. You just had to memorize it. So that's another thing that I've seen a lot of venues do, which is pretty cool. So that's it. I do believe I will be making a video either this week or next, and it's just gonna cover more preparation of getting the car ready, and I'm not gonna really go into depth with tech because I think I've done at least 2 or 3 tech videos, but I will go over certain things that are like key items that you need to have on your car. So that's it. If you guys like the video, if you want me to cover anything, let me know in the comments. Like and subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.